pitches to Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dawgs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the foot.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down and 10. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under fire. It's complete to the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And the Cowboys are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not giving any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Makes the grab, it's White. And midfield, he's got room. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Finds a little space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee in this. will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Takes an easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's looking to throw. Floating away. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires one high and deep. Brings it inside the 10. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dawgs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Ripping through the defense. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He's turning it on, and a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Defense. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Hamilton. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. DB's right up on the receiver. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Quarterbacks have to have great instincts, and they have to have great field awareness. They got to understand where they are and how that relates. You got to understand the sidelines there. So I don't need to get too close to the sideline. He understood that. Understand the receiver didn't have very much space to work with, takes advantage of it, and makes the big.
Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Nice pickup. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Off and running. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dawgs. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I like you're backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, it's Hamilton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Cheek. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like a pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Runs through a tackle.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on to the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The run to the right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Spins away from the defender. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
The Dawgs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running into the open space. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it. 33. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cowboys really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Rasmussen. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because there
he goes. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it. Quarterback
doing what he does best. He can move. unloads to the wideout. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Fires to the middle. The short hands, it's Wyoming. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
2nd down.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just keep slinging it. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Mims. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Second down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Catches it at the 30. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run the read option to the left to start the drive. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the back. Quick spin on the ride. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mims. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Moves around to clear up the vision. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
To the air, it's Mims. And some room to work.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Working the middle, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Makes the grab over the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys